Hello folks, my name's John Oakes. I'm here with Hagster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location here on this lovely Valentine's Day. And what more could we do for you guys but to offer you our newest inventory here, done in the nice red exterior here just to go along with Valentine's Day. We have a beautiful 1968 Chevrolet Camaro here, done in the all red here with the white rally stripes up over top of the hood and down over that rear deck lid. Again, this car all the way around, I've gone around, looked at it. Paint looks really nice on this car. Panel fitment and alignment is really nice on this car too. So as we walk around, I'll kind of point out a few things there for you to check out. Always keep in mind too, you can check our website out and see all the photos that we have on there too. You're going to see upwards of 100 photos, all of which you'll be able to click on, and if you want to, you can blow them up, zoom in on them, check things out for yourself there. So again, like I said, red exterior here with the white stripes up over the hood and the deck lid. All of our emblems and badges, we'll go over those. Everything is in really nice condition though on the car. We've got the 327 badges here on the front side of our fender here. Again, all of the badges are in great shape. You look at our turn signals and marker lights and the bezels for all of those, all of them, the finish on them is really nice on this car. As you can see here, our 68 Camaro is equipped with all of the wheel lip moldings, the bright wheel lip moldings, and all of which are nice and straight, attached as they should be, good and secure, polished up really nice there and looks good on this car. As far as the wheels and the tires on this particular vehicle, they kept it fairly stock appearing here, or really stock appearing actually in this case. They did go with the 15-inch factory style OE rally wheels here, steel wheels, painted centers with the beauty rings and the center caps. Both front and rears, obviously 15-inch. And then as far as the tires go, they look to be a brand new set of BFGoodrich Radial TA tires. Again, a very popular tire for on these old classic muscle cars, and a good performing tire. Also, the size on these are going to be 225, 60, 15 on the front. And then out here on the back, we've got a 245, 60, 15 back here. Like I said, all new tires. On the back side of our front fender, of course, we've got the Camaro script emblem here, along with the SS badging. Again, all those emblems in great shape. Down below here on our rocker panel here, you can see it's got the bright rocker moldings here, super straight down the side of the car, all attached, good and secure, looks very nice here. Now, when we see our door here, like I said, all the panel fitment and alignment on this car is in really good shape here. Your gaps are in really good condition. They've been adjusted very well front to back. Elevations are really good on this car too. Everything matches up really well as far as your fender to door alignment, and then your door to quarter panel alignment as well. And of course, all your body lines are all in alignment with one another. Now, as far as the rest of the bright work that we see here on the car, you can see we've got the drip rail moldings here. Again, nice and straight, no dents or dings. As I feel through the rain gutter, nice and smooth through there also. You've got your, I believe they call this a belt molding, I could be wrong, but again, that is in good shape. No dents or dings there, no pitting whatsoever also, and again, it's all attached, good and secure. We do have both mirrors here. We've got the driver's side as well as the passenger side mirror. Chrome on those mirrors are in great shape. The glass is in great shape too. Also, the glass on the driver's side here, so your door glass and your rear quarter window here, no chips, cracks, scratches here. It is slightly tinted, as you can see there. Just overall great condition. Even all of your moldings here up your quarter window here, no pitting there either, as well as your door handle, no pitting there either. Let's go ahead and open up our door, check out the interior. Again, No surprises here. This thing's in incredible condition. We've got the black upholstery in there, the front bucket seats, rear bench, all of which have seat belts included. And again, they are retractable on the front seats. Your dash in the front there, dash is in great shape. Of course, you've got the factory instrumentation in the dash. And then over in the middle there, you are going to notice that they've outfitted this car with a Retrosound radio. So again, this is one of those radios that you replace the original OE without any modifications. It'll fit right in the stock openings. And then right below that, you'll notice it does in fact have 3 aftermarket gauges. They are your oil temperature or oil pressure, water temperature, and the voltmeter. Of course, you see it's got the full-length center console, automatic horseshoe shifter there right in the center. All of your carpeting is in great shape, no rips, tears, or fading. If you look at your door panels here, again, these are in great shape. There's no rips, tears. Doesn't really look like there's any kind of wear marks. There's no splits or cracks either in your armrest pads. Again, you'll get a lot of wear and tear there a lot of times in these cars. These are in great condition. And then the other thing we always look at here is going to be all of our weather stripping and our seals here. So you can see all of which are all good and soft, good and secure, no rips or tears. Got the little rubber bump stops here for your door. And then also here, all of your weather stripping and seals up around the top side of the door, all in great shape with no rips, tears, good and soft. Even your quarter window seals and your door jamb U seals here are in great shape there too. We'll close this up. Again, it shuts nice and easy. Good, nice, secure fit with the glass all the way around. Looks really good. Again, we've already been over the wheel lip moldings, our bezels here for our turn signals and marker lights. Chrome rear bumper is in excellent condition on this car also. No scratches, no pitting at all, polished up really, really nice. The valance down below that, again, in excellent condition there. The paint looks good all the way around. And then one thing I'll go over with you when we get to the underside video is the fact that this car does in fact have air shocks on it. There is a little valve right on the bottom side of that valance there to where you can use an air hose to adjust your rear shocks very, very easily. As we go up a little further here on the car, our rear window, again, this is in great shape. No chips or cracks on that window. All of your molding, your trim work around there, all attached, good and secure, mounted down as it should be, and in great shape. No dents or dings anywhere whatsoever there. Does in fact have a power antenna to go along with that Retrosound radio there, so when you power that car up, that antenna is going to raise up so you get a lot better reception for you also. As far as our trunk lid fitment here, gaps all the way around here on our trunk, and elevation is very, very nice back here. Of course, you see we've got the rear trunk spoiler, and again, we do have those rally stripes down over the deck lid and up over top of that rear spoiler as it should be. The rear tail panel of the car, they've got blacked out, a very nice look on these cars. Bezels as well as lenses for your rear tail lights are all in great shape. No pitting on the bezels, nice and shiny. No cracks, chips, nothing broke on these tail light lenses. Those are in great shape. Of course, you've got the SS gas cap here in excellent condition as well. Now we'll go ahead and open our trunk lid up and just take a look at the interior condition of the trunk. So obviously the key does in fact work the lock. The trunk hinges and springs all function as they should by holding that trunk lid up all on its own. Of course, the underside of our trunk lid here painted the same red as the exterior of the car. You've got the little rubber bump stops there so that when you close this lid, it's going to kind of rest on those as well as the seals here. Speaking of all of our seals and weather strips, these are in excellent condition, all attached as they should be, good and secure, meet right together together here in the center. All of our water channels, those are all in excellent shape, good and solid all the way around. So that, along with your seals here, that's going to help direct that water away from the trunk lid itself. Even your ridge here around the lip of the trunk there is in good shape, good and solid all the way around. Now inside the trunk, obviously you can see here we've got a full set of floor mats here for the car. You've got this nice trunk mat in here too. The trunk floor itself, I'm not going to peel away the trunk mat too far here. They are kind of a bugger to get back in place there, but it's all been painted with the correct black and aqua trunk spatter paint. The floor itself is good and solid all the way through, no patches whatsoever. It's just overall condition is really, really great on this car. So we'll close this up. Again, the trunk shuts nice and easy. Now we get to the passenger side. Again, looking down the side of the car here, super straight all the way down. Again, you can tell that the door fitment, all that panel fitment that I was talking about, all is in really good shape. It's all been done very, very nicely on the car. All of your bright work, kind of the same as on the other side. All in good shape, no dents or dings anywhere, not on your drip rail moldings, not on your belt moldings, not handles, nothing. Everything is in great condition here. The glass, same thing, no chips, cracks, scratches over here on the passenger side. I've already mentioned the passenger side mirror as well. So again, the condition of that is in great shape. Your gaps, elevations, again, all been adjusted very, very nice. We will open our door up on this side also, just so you get to see that interior from both sides. No rips, tears in the seats. The upholstery's in great shape. Like I said, good and safe car here. You've got all the seat belts included with it. No rips, tears, or fading in any of your carpeting. The dash pad has no splits in it either. Again, overall condition on this car is just really, really nice. All of your weather stripping, seals, vertical seals, all that stuff in great shape. Rubber bump stops, door panels are in great condition. No splits over on this armrest either. And again, all of your weather stripping, no splits, cracks, anything like that. All good, soft, and all anchored securely. Again, that door shuts nice and easy too. As we work our way to the front, again, you've got all your matching emblems here, the Camaro and the SS, all of your wheel lip moldings, the 327 up here, and then that gets us up to the front of the car. So, of course, this is just going to be your typical 68 front end. So again, your 68 grille here, again, is in great shape. There's nothing broken, no pieces missing, nothing like that, all in great shape. The black is in great condition on it too. Got the SS badging right in the center. Of course, you've got your marker lights up here as well as your headlights. All your lenses are in great condition, no cracks or chips there. Your headlights are just your traditional sealed beam units, glass lenses. Again, you've got that chrome front bumper here with no pitting or scratching, polished up super, super nice. And then of course down below here, we do in fact have that front air dam or that chin spoiler there, all in the black. Again, that's a plastic piece, but there's no splits or cracks anywhere. It's all securely anchored, and we'll check that out also from the underside as well. As we look up here towards the top of our car now, the header panel all in nice condition here. Your steel 2-inch cowl induction hood here. Your gaps all the way around on that, very uniform, nice fitting hood. The stripes that are on this are very, very nice as well. As we come up to our windshield, no chips, cracks, or scratches here. Very nice set of wiper arms and a nice set of wiper blades there also. And again, same thing with your molding, all affixed nice and secure as it should be. No dents or dings anywhere, looks really good. Let's go ahead and open our hood up so that we can go over the engine and kind of just a generalization of the drive line that's in the car here. So with the hood up, first and foremost, the actual latch itself does in fact work. Your hinges and springs all work, and those are all in good condition. Underside of the hood done in the black, it does in fact have your hood insulation here, all intact here as you can see, and all put up as it should be with all the correct fasteners. Now as far as the engine goes, this is in fact a 327 cubic inch motor. It is a period correct motor, so after we check all the numbers and everything on it, that's what we've deciphered, that it's not the original, but it is a period correct 327. Of course, you see it's got the chrome air cleaner with the 327 decal on top. Underneath that, for the carburetor, we've got a Holley, I believe it's a Street Avenger 670 CFM carb, 4-barrel by the way, with the electric choke. So that makes things nice whenever it's a little colder outside. You can fire it up. It'll go on fast idle for a few seconds until it warms up, and then it'll bring the idle back down on it. To go along with your fuel delivery with the carburetor, we do in fact have an Edelbrock aluminum intake here on the car with the cast water gooseneck there too. It does in fact have the HEI ignition on it with HEI coil, a set of 8mm plug wires, so those have been upgraded slightly on the car. That'll help deliver that spark to those plugs there a lot better. And then as far as the exhaust to get all that stuff out of the engine, you have a set of 1 5/8" long tube headers here, a full 2 1/4 inch exhaust on there, going into a set of Flowmaster mufflers there. So again, it's going to give the car a real nice tone also with performance. As far as the rest of the stuff that we see here on top, of course, we see the Chevrolet bow tie valve covers there, nice chrome, gives it a little bit of shine underneath the hood, with a set of Edelbrock breathers there for it too. Now this car is a power steering car as well as power brakes. It is disc brakes up front, drums on the rear, and that is all complete with the emergency brake all hooked up and functional. And to keep that car cool, we've got this Be Cool aluminum radiator here with the shroud, and we got a steel fan blade in here with the clutch fan also. So that's your motor. Now behind this engine, we do have in fact the turbo 350 automatic transmission, and then the rear end is a GM 10-bolt. It is a 308 gear in there. It is an open differential car. So that is pretty much the gist of everything here as we've walked around our car. Now, as I always end this section of the video with, I always recommend that depending on where you're viewing this video from, if you're not particularly on our website, I always recommend you go there. It's www.hanksters.com. Again, you'll see upwards of 100 photos of these cars, outside, inside, underneath, just everything that you can think of, along with the video you're watching. You're also going to see all of the options, a description of the car. You'll see the retail pricing there also. Now with that retail pricing on our website, you are going to also notice that that's going to include enclosed shipping to anywhere within the 48 contiguous states. It's also going to include our Hanksters 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty. If you are interested in still receiving those and you have any questions whatsoever with that, I would recommend just reach out to us by phone, email, or text, and we'll be glad to walk you through the whole process, explain everything to you. But it's pretty self-explanatory. It's powertrain warranty, so anything internally lubricated on the motor, transmission, and rear end, if there were anything, any problems or issues with that, you would just call us. We'll walk you through the process. It's very, very simple. So with that said, what we're going to do is close this up. We're going to go underneath the car next, kind of point out to you the whole condition of everything underneath there, as well as fire this motor up. Right before we do that though, I always want to remind you that we do also offer various installs and upgrades. So if there's something that you might not see on the car that you're wanting to have added, again, reach out to us. We'll be glad to get you quotes on parts and labor and let you know exactly what it would be to have whatever that item would be installed on your next car. With that said, we'll close this up and get you underneath the car so we can show you the condition of everything underneath there. Hey folks, so here we are. We finally got back here, got our car on the lift here, our 68 Camaro. So as we always do, we're gonna go through the underside. I'm gonna point out to you exactly everything I'm looking at underneath here, so you see what the components are and kind of going over the condition of everything, since we've kind of gone over a lot of this stuff anyways with our walk around video. So starting here at the front, of course, we've got our front air dam here, that front chin spoiler here, the black plastic. It is in great condition here. It's not cracked. It's all attached as it should be, good and secure underneath here. Further back here, just behind that, we do have that aluminum radiator here. Again, it is nice and dry all the way across the bottom here. No leaks here at the petcock, no leaks at the lower radiator hose that we can see here. And again, you'll see a tube hanging down here. This is just the overflow tube. So if it would build pressure, would be a little too full or anything, you'll see maybe occasionally a little bit of antifreeze spitting from that. But again, you shouldn't really see that too much, because again, it should build its pressure and then release whenever the thermostat opens up and circulates the water. Now right behind that also then is going to be our front cross member assembly on the car. Again, this is an important part. We want to make sure it's good and straight, because again, all of your suspension all mounts off of this this area here up front on the car. And again, the cross member is good and straight underneath here, so it doesn't look like it's been impacted too much with anything there, good and straight. As far as the suspension arms go, your upper and lower control arms are going to be just your standard OE style upper and lower A arms. Now all of your mounting bushings in here at your cross member, your ball joints out at the ends here, all looks to be in really good shape here. Everything's been greased, maintained, checked over on the car, made sure that it's all good stuff, and it all looks really nice underneath here. We do in fact have the front sway bar on this car as well. It's a 5/8 sway bar. And again, we check like the sway bar bushings at the frame, as well as your sway bar end link bushings also, and everything all looks very good as far as that goes. Shocks and springs all in good condition on the front end of our car. And then the steering, it is a power steering car, so we check things over like the pitman arm, the drag length, your tie rods, tie rod ends, all of which looks good. All of your tie rod ends all have the little rubber dust boot covers also, so that's going to help keep the dirt and debris out, keep that grease in, to keep them all functioning for a really long time on the car. And then brakes on the front end of the car. Now this is a power brake car. It is disc brakes up front, just your standard GM stuff here. So again, when it comes to your consumables, your brake pads, your rotors and so forth, you're going to be able to go to just about any part store around local and pick up those items for your, to go ahead and do all your maintenance stuff. As far as wheels and tires go, well, this car is, as you've seen from our walk around video, it does in fact have the 15-inch rally wheels on the car, complete with the beauty rings and the center caps. And as far as the tires go, BFGoodrich Radial TA tires here. Again, it's a very popular tire choice on the older muscle cars here, and a good performing tire also. Up front, our size is going to be a 225/60/15, and then on the back, I'll just give you the size now, but we'll rehash that when we get back there. It's a 245/60/15 on the back of the car. Now as we come back a little bit further and towards the inside now, we've got our motor here. Of course, this is our period correct 327 cubic inch small block Chevrolet engine, and we're checking out the oil pan, the gasket, the seal here, and even our drain plug to make sure that there's no leaks or drips anywhere whatsoever. And in fact, it is nice and dry here. Just behind that, of course, we've got our turbo 350 automatic transmission. It does in fact have the flywheel cover on, and that's going to protect that from any dirt and debris getting in there and possibly chipping a tooth on that flywheel. You never want that to happen there. And then of course our transmission, we check out the pan, make sure there's no leaks or drips there, which again, this is nice and dry. All of your lines from your cooler coming back, those are nice and dry too, free from any leaks or drips. Of course, we've got our transmission cross member here. That's nice and straight. The mount itself is in great condition. And then again, back here at the rear of the tail shaft here, you've got your output shaft seal. That is nice and dry. That's where your slip yoke slides into the splines on the transmission. Again, all good and straight. Exhaust here that we can see hanging down for where we're at here on the car. We've got the 1 5/8 long tube headers, dual 2 1/4 inch exhaust all the way back. You see it's got the crossover tube here and a nice set of Flowmaster mufflers back there, and that's going to give the car a nice tone to the exhaust. As far as the frame and the floors go, well, first and foremost, the subframe up here, nice and straight all the way back. Does not look like it's ever been hit on anything. Your body mount bolts and the bushings, the rubbers, those are all in great shape. They're not split, they're not overly squashed. Everything looks good. Of course, we can see all of our emergency brake cables here, all run back to the rear drum brakes, all plumbed and functional there on this car. As far as the floors go, floors look to be in great condition. The only thing I see that, and I don't even know if it was a repair, if this is what was done originally from the factory, but again, up in the tunnel here, everything looks good. Everything seam sealed. All the correct metal here, as you can see, there's no patching that I can see on the actual floors. You can see all your stamping lines and marks here, drain plugs in the floors, all in great shape on this car. As we work our way out to the sides and we look at our pinch welds as well as our rockers on this car, everything is nice and straight. Fuel lines run nice and neat along the pinch welds. Brake lines all run nice and neat all the way back here. And again, everything nice and dry all the way back the sides of the car here. No leaks or drips to speak of here. Drive shaft itself, that is obviously going to be balanced and weighted so that you don't have any kind of driveline vibrations there. And again, all of your universals on both ends, those have all been checked out too and made sure that those are all in good condition. And then the rear end on our car here, to finish out our driveline, this is obviously our 10-bolt rear that we spoke of earlier. GM 10-bolt, 308 gear. This is an open diff though on the car. So our front snout, nice and dry. We come back here to our differential cover, which by the way, nice aluminum finned differential cover. That's going to help with some heat dissipation back here on that differential. But again, it is nice and dry back here. And again, anytime that you would need to do any kind of maintenance work on the rear end, it's got a nice handy little drain plug here. You'd be able to drain that rear end fluid out of there real nice and easy. And again, all of your mounting bolts and so forth are all in good shape. Again, the brake line's nice and dry all the way across the rear end, the axle housing there. We do in fact have a monoleaf rear suspension on this car with a set of air shocks. And again, the air shocks make things so nice and easy whenever you get to where you want to raise or lower the rear of the car for ride height purposes, and to get it where you kind of like to have it look. It's very easy. Simply put the air hose to it, raise and lower that rear end wherever you want it. As far as the trunk floor that we can see from underneath here, everything good and solid underneath here. No patches whatsoever. The tank itself is in great shape. Mounting hardware, your straps and so forth, all in great shape. Fuel lines all the way back to your fuel tank here, nice and dry also. Now I mentioned again already the wheels and the tires, but again, the 15-inch rally wheels, the BFGoodrich Radial TAs, 245/60, 15s back here. And again, the tread's in great shape on the tires. Probably new, because again, you've got all the molding marks and so forth on them. So again, probably is the case, they probably are new. And then to finish off the exhaust, of course, we've got a set of tailpipes up over top of the rear end. And then of course, they do exit right between the leaf spring and the rear quarter here. As you can see, very nice, neat job done there with that. And then as far as your rear lower valance, all of that looks good and solid across the bottom edge there, as well as up above there, just right below your rear bumper there. Everything looks to be in good shape. And that is actually where your line for your air shocks is. It's right back here in the very bottom of your lower valance there. So easy access, easy to get to. So with that said, that's pretty much it for underneath our 68 Camaro. We will now go ahead and lower this, and then we'll go ahead and get the hood open on it, fire that motor up, that 327, and let you hear what that motor along with this Flowmaster exhaust all sound like.